tenant, the landlady, before you can move out, and all the universities have been sealed off. You're not allowed to go on campus if you don't stay on campus. So we are currently locked in our houses. They even lock the gates downstairs of the apartment buildings. It's difficult right now for us to be indoors all the time, but none of my friends are infected. We're all okay. We're just isolated in our apartments, which is a bit hard, staying indoors all alone all the time. But yeah, that's what we have to do to stay safe.
Now tell me about efforts to get out. As we pointed out, there are governments that have repatriated their citizens, and your government, the Ugandan government, is one that hasn't. What sort of contact have you had with anyone representing the Ugandan government?
We have gone through the embassy, the Ugandan embassy, and it has also been brought up in the parliament in Uganda. And all the ministers are aware of what's going on, and they are aware of how we are praying for evacuation. But they say they can't evacuate us because they don't think they are able to contain the virus in case it broke out in Uganda. So they decided to send us money, but money is not really what we need. And on the other hand is that they were able to quarantine the other ministers who came from China and went to Uganda, so they're able to quarantine the MPs, the ministers, but I don't understand why they can't do the same thing for us, the students. If they get us out of here, they can still quarantine us. So we're in contact with the ministers, and they know about the situation.
And how does it make, sorry, this sounds like a stupid question, how does it make you feel when you see other foreign nationals who have governments who are helping their citizens?
Honestly, it makes me feel angry. It makes me feel like I don't matter to the country, like our lives don't matter, like they don't care, and it's not really the best decision. And I feel the evacuation can still be made, and it's best we prevent the disease than having them to treat us later if we get the disease.
And it's emerged that some US citizens who were evacuated from a cruise ship quarantined in Japan were already carrying the coronavirus when they were airlifted back home, and they were part of a much bigger group that was on 2 flights where their symptoms only appeared as they boarded the plane. Sandra Castro has more.
Looking for a peanut, Coke, and a Molina Thornburg.
The U.S. government's original plan had been to keep off the planes anyone suspected of or known to be carrying the coronavirus. But that's not how things turned out. The State Department says all 338 Americans evacuated from the Diamond Princess cruise ship had appeared healthy when they disembarked. But during the 40-minute bus ride to the 2 awaiting cargo planes, the Japanese Health Ministry called with news that 14 passengers had tested positive for coronavirus. American officials then decided to allow those passengers to continue with the evacuation, isolating them behind white curtains near the plane's tails. Other passengers then boarded.
Well, we're exhausted.